more than an image. It becomes a timeless work of art that continues speaking long after the shutter has closed.
Title: Creating Museum-Quality Fine Art Photographs. Module: Advanced Fine Art Photography Techniques. Creating a museum-quality fine art photograph requires far more than technical excellence. It demands artistic vision, emotional depth, exceptional craftsmanship, and a commitment to creating work that remains meaningful long after trends have disappeared. A museum-quality image is not simply beautiful, it has lasting significance. The first characteristic of museum-quality photography is concept. Every outstanding photograph begins with an idea worth expressing. Technical perfection cannot compensate for the absence of meaning. Before planning a session, ask yourself what you want the image to communicate. A strong concept gives purpose to every artistic decision that follows. The second characteristic is intentional composition. Every element within the frame should contribute to the overall message. The placement of the subject, the use of negative space, the direction of light, and the relationship between foreground and background must all work together in harmony. Nothing should appear accidental. Light becomes the language of emotion. Rather than simply illuminating the subject, light should shape atmosphere, reveal form, and guide the viewer's attention. Museum-quality photographs often demonstrate extraordinary control of highlights, shadows, and tonal transitions. Every area of brightness and darkness serves a visual purpose. The human form should be treated with dignity and artistic sensitivity. In fine art figure photography, the body becomes a sculptural subject rather than an object of attention. Gesture, posture, and expression should communicate emotion while preserving elegance and respect. Originality is another defining quality. Museum collections value artists who contribute their own perspective rather than repeating existing styles. Inspiration from great artists is valuable, but lasting work reflects a unique personal vision developed through years of observation and experience. Technical craftsmanship remains essential. Sharpness where appropriate, careful exposure, accurate color management, and refined post-processing all contribute to professional presentation. However, technical perfection should never become the primary goal. It exists to support artistic expression rather than replace it. Print quality is equally important. Museum-quality photographs deserve museum-quality printing. Archival papers, pigment-based inks, and careful color calibration help preserve the image for decades. Presentation through professional mounting and framing further enhances both protection and visual impact. Consistency also distinguishes professional work. Rather than producing isolated masterpieces, museum photographers often create cohesive bodies of work united by a common theme, visual language, or philosophical idea. Individual images become chapters within a larger artistic narrative. Patience plays an essential role. Great photographs are rarely rushed. They often require careful planning, repeated visits to locations, multiple lighting experiments, and thoughtful editing. Time allows ideas to mature and artistic decisions to become more refined. Critical self-evaluation is equally important. After completing an image, ask difficult questions. Does this photograph communicate something meaningful? Would it remain interesting 10 years from now? Does every element strengthen the composition? Could anything unnecessary be removed? These questions encourage artistic growth beyond technical achievement. Museum-quality photography also requires integrity. Create work because it expresses your vision, not because it follows current trends. Trends fade quickly, but honest artistic expression remains valuable across generations. The most respected fine art photographers understand that recognition is a consequence of meaningful work, not its purpose. Ultimately, museum-quality photography is defined by permanence. It is work that continues to inspire, challenge, and move viewers long after it is created. It combines concept, craftsmanship, emotion, and originality into a single visual statement. When these qualities exist together, a photograph becomes more than an image. It becomes a cultural document, a personal expression, a timeless work of art, and perhaps one day, a photograph worthy of being preserved not only in collections and galleries, but also in the memories of those who stand before it.